Oh, wow. Well, that was definitely a fabulous meal. Oh my God, that was delicious. Fantastic, fantastic. Oh my God. So yeah, today I wasn't going to do any videos today. I was just going to take the day off today, partly because it was Sunday and because it's rainy and dreary, but also I didn't get out of bed until, I got up late and I didn't actually get myself motivated and functional and everything to get out of the house till afternoon. But I did have to go up to the pharmacy today and pick up my next month's supply of my meds and that. So I also thought I better go and check this friend of mine up in Arrington there we've been for, who doesn't get out of the house much at all, and just loves baby and the puppies, and only sees them about once a week or once every 2 weeks. So we thought we'd go to the pharmacy and go up and see her, and then life always throws you a curveball and says, well, this is what's going to happen. And then so they made me put out a video. So this is kind of how the day went, and this is the result of this video today. So here you go, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao for now.
Do that. Oh, you wouldn't do that. Oh, you're the baby. You're the baby. Yeah, you're good money. I said you're good money. You're good money. You're good money. Yeah, you're good money. Yes, yes. Oh, you're a good girl. You're such a good girl, and that one little baby looks just like you.
So these are salmonberry flowers for the salmonberry bush, and they're all over the place. You can see a whole bunch of them there, right? They're everywhere. So salmonberry flowers are completely edible as well. So and you can use them as a garnish or anything you want. So I'm going to actually collect a whole bunch of these and bag them and take them home and show you. The only thing you don't want to do too much, this is more for survival, I guess, in a way, but the only thing you don't want to do too much is collect too many salmonberry flowers, because the more flowers you take, the less fruit you're going to have. Same with blackberries. You can pick blackberry flowers, any thornbush flowers, and wild rose flowers, all that kind of stuff, and eat them. But with the blackberries, they're so abundant, it doesn't matter much. But with the salmonberries, the more you pluck the flowers, the less fruit you're going to have. And the salmonberries, one of my favorites. So I'm going to pluck a bunch of these and some other things, and then we'll take you home and see what we can do with them. Okay? Ciao for now. So after the salmonberry flowers that we picked back there, we went and did another haul through the forest and came out. So you saw me getting these salmonberry flowers. I could do a dish and then use those flowers to garnish that dish. I could just eat them like raw like that if I want to, but I could use them to garnish this one dish. But I'm actually going to use those today to garnish my salad, and I'll show you that in a minute. But here we went in and got all these really succulent tops of the stinging nettle again. All that other stinging nettle I showed you before, I let that dry out, chopped it all up, and I'm going to use it for dry stuff to do that infusion that I showed you in another video That sounds like a really healthy way to go. So I'm going to use that. Like, there's so much of this stuff. It's everywhere. So I'm going to take this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute that. Today I'm going to saute that down in some butter and garlic and stuff in a frying pan, saute that down. And I also picked up some dandelion leaves as well. And I'm going to chop those up and saute them down in with the stinging nettle and use that as my sort of main vegetable dish. And then, like I said, I'm going to take these flowers, put them in my salad. And here's all that chickweed that I was picking. Big, huge pile of it, eh? And this here is my salad for today. And this is packed right down tight. There's a lot in there. That's a huge salad. And I've got all that left over. That's going to go in a bag into the fridge. So I've got lots of salad for a day or 2 or 3. So I'm going to, and on top of that, this chickweed here, I plucked a few out just by the roots and everything. Because you can eat the whole darn thing. It's none of it's bad for you at all. Just kind of wash them off a bit and, you know, get rid of any dirt or whatever. But yeah, so that's going to go right into the salad as well. All roots and all and everything. And I'm going to make a salad. I'll show you that. But this is going to be dinner tonight. And on top of that, I just happen to have 2 eggs I'll boil up. So there's protein and more protein and vegetable and everything. And a salad as well with some garnish. So interesting meal, huh? So anyway, we're going to get on with the salad first. And I'll come back and show you the rest of it. Okay, ciao for now. So I've got this, this is a big salad. I found my big bowl too. It's a big salad. Huge, it's gonna be a monster. So here we go. I've cleaned it all and everything, got it all ready. We're gonna try and get a little bit of this olive oil out of here. Extra virgin olive oil. See if I can get a bit just to spread the other oils around. Because I don't want a really strong oil necessary, but looks like I'm not gonna get much olive oil out of that. I think that's done. I think that one's done, so there we go. The other thing I'm going to put on there is I'm going to put on my favorite stuff, the roasted sesame oil. So I'm going to, not too much, just enough to coat everything kind of thing. A little bit. So oil there. And one of my favorite things of all is balsamic vinegar. I think my lips are broken today. I was eating stinging nettle. So we're going to throw a little bit of that on there as well. So balsamic vinegar and some roasted sesame oil. And I could have used a little bit more of the olive oil just to smooth it out a bit, but that's okay. Here's another thing that's fantastic for you. It's, whoops, where are we here? Organic oregano oil. Oregano oil. Now it's got an eyedropper. So you only need maybe 2 to 3 drops of that. You don't want it overpowering. But this stuff, you put it on the back of your tongue, drop a couple of drops on the back of your tongue twice a day, and it's super healthy for your whole system and immune system and everything. So there we got the roasted sesame oil, the balsamic vinegar, we got some of this organic oregano oil, and hopefully a little olive oil. So then it's right here. Then we put a little salt on there. I'm actually going to blend this a little bit. Try and blend it a little bit. Mix it all in there, that stuff there. Then I'm going to add a little bit more salt on this side. A little more salt. And then another food group. Take the cap off that one. Some pepper. I like a good amount of pepper. Oh yeah, and I forgot garlic. I'm going to have to throw that on before I eat this. So a little bit of this garam masala. Just a little hint of that. I don't want to overpower it too much. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another drop of this on there. Because it's a little light on fluids. More of that. And to balance it out, a little more of the balsamic vinegar. And this, I've mentioned that chickweed tastes just like a really good quality lettuce. I find it tastier than pretty much every lettuce out there. It's a lot like butter lettuce. If you like butter lettuce, it's like that. Very succulent flavor. So here we go. Mix this up again. Got a good mix going on here. Get all the flavors through there. And normally I completely forgot about garlic. Normally I would have had chopped up some garlic in that for this, which I may do after. This is a lot of salad, so I can still do that, but that's what I would normally do. And there we go. So that's pretty well blended. Just got to roll it around enough. Everything's blended in there. So what we'll do here, put some in a bowl there. We'll switch that around. And these flowers here, I'm going to throw them, like I said, on here as a garnish. I don't want to use them all at once. Normally the best thing to do with stuff like this, give it a light cook, like a saute or something, in with maybe the stinging nettle and the dandelion and that. Best to cook it down just a bit to break it all down. But these things too, where'd that one go? You can even use a little bit of the stem and a little bit of the leaf here as well. Just like that. You can use the whole thing. They're soft and succulent, but there we go. That's that. We're gonna try this out. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Ooh. And then, here we go. That is actually very much like having a spinach salad. That's delicious. Now I could have chopped up some of these here raw, thrown them into the salad too, but I prefer to cook a lot of things down a little more to break them down, get all the nutrients out of it, and they're more digestible as well. But this stuff here is so easily digestible just on its own. It's not funny. But this is that was fantastic. That's better than any salad I bought or made out of a store. That's fantastic. The only thing I could do better is, like I said, garlic. So I'm going to eat a little bit of that, and I'm going to get on with cooking up the other stuff, and I'll show you how the rest of the meal goes, okay? Ciao for now. So it seems to be that there's two things you really like, you guys out there, is you like cooking with Kent, and you like foraging and eating wild foliage. So, wild edibles. So, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Kent. So, here we go. As you can see, I polished off that salad there out of that bowl. I've got one salad left with it, which I'm going to enjoy with the rest of my dinner. So, 2 large bowls of salad out of that chickweed. So now, here we go. We're going to turn this on and get it warmed up. I almost forgot about that. So while we do that, I'm going to get a lid out just because I might want to... Okay, let's see, just in case. See how this works. I've never done this precise thing before, so here we go. So I chopped up all the dandelion here, just chopped it up so it's not so long in that, so it's bits and pieces. These tops of the stinging nettle are all just the way they were. They're just the succulent tops and that. So that's it. And I'm going to garnish it with the rest of this salmonberry flowers here. I'm going to garnish that with it, put it in there as well, just to use it up and everything. So that should be getting hot enough now, I would think. Let's get a little hotter. We're going to put all this in here now. All this in here. It's warm enough that it's starting to sizzle that stuff because of the moisture content in any plant life. This might be a little too much. I'm actually going to take some out and add it as I go. I'm going to do that instead. It'll be easier. Trust me. I'm going to put some dandelion in there. Put some dandelion in there. See, this is a lot of food. Just a lot of food. So I'm going to just toss that a little bit. Help it start to break down a little bit. Because it's the heat that breaks it down a little bit. Now what I'm going to do, just to help things speed up a bit, I've got 2 tablespoons of water here. I'm probably only going to use 1. Half of that. Drop the lid on for a second. Let it steam up a little bit. Keep the steam wrapped inside there. I know you're wiggling up there. My mouth is a little bit funny. So that should be enough. I don't want to burn it at all. See, there, it steamed it up a bit. That's good to go, okay? going to be a huge meal, trust me. Huge meal. Stinging nettle and dandelion. There we go. I'll flip that over so the heat gets at it. Just going to flip it over. Put that underneath. And drop, I guess, 2 tablespoons of water in there. Let that steam a little bit. Just steam for a bit. I'm going to actually turn it down a bit. There, it just needs heat. It doesn't need scorching. So I can hang that back up again. I think we're done with water. I got more water there if I need it. So here we go. So get that out of the way. Here we go. There we are. So let's see how that's doing. Lots of beautiful steam. Lots of beautiful steam. Yes, sirree, Bob. Lots of beautiful steam. That's nice. Breaking it down real nice, softening it up like spinach would be, kind of thing. You know what? I'm gonna try just another tiny splash of water. There we go. Get the lid on it right away. Want the steam to build up a bit. There we go. Okay, I gotta stop moving around and shaking the camera. So here we go. Yeah, we still got water in there, so it's steaming it up. Yeah, it's getting nice and soft and everything. That's beautiful. That's getting absolutely perfecto. Oops, there's a bit of this is a piece of old dead maple leaf. Wouldn't probably kill me, but don't want to eat it. Okay, so there we go. Now another thing too is I'm going to throw these in right now, so they can blend in. And I smashed up some garlic, and I put some garlic in that second bowl of salad I showed you. So that's nice and garlicky too, and it tastes freaking delicious. So there's the garlic into this dish. There we go. So it's on the super low, and it's still cooking it up real good. So there we go there. Blend all that in, get that garlic sort of broken down and all the flavors running through there. So now that's looking real good. This is about perfect. I might turn it down a lot lower if we can. Yeah, lower. Now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get a giant smash. Oh boy, a giant smash of butter. A giant smash of butter. That should probably do it, but we'll see. It's a make as you go kind of project. Break that down, melt it down, get the butter going in there. Get the butter going in there. Okay, turn it back up a tiny bit. A little bit more heat. Mix this down. Do another smash of butter. Yep, another smash of butter. There we go. Lots of good butter. There we go. Make sure it's all mixed real well. So you get it kind of saucy sort of thing. You want it a bit saucy. Want it saucy. It's kind of like a cooked spinach or something to that effect. So there we go. Most of the stuff is in there. I'm actually just going to turn the heat off for a second here, because it's got enough in there right now. So first, some salt. I put the garlic in already, obviously, and I put some salt on there. And another food group is pepper. Get some of that going on there. Probably put a little more on in a minute. A tiny hint of garam masala. I don't really have to use this right now because I got something else I'm doing. But I'm just going to put a hint of that in because it's got a nice flavor. Nice flavor. Garam masala, just a hint. There we go. There's that. That might come again. So what I'm doing today is I'm doing cumin. I love cumin. Cumin's a really nice spice and flavor. But I only want a hint of it right now because I want to taste the herbs in there, the wild foliage as well, right? So I just want to kind of hint of that stuff. And two of the best things you can put through your system for your intestinal system and everything inside and your immune system, everything like that. Two of the best things are turmeric, and that's pretty strong, so you only need a little bit. And if you put a little bit of turmeric in everything, then you get more going through your system all the time. So just a little bit. I don't need too much of that. And the other thing is ginger. So turmeric and ginger. And ginger, I can even put more in there. I can put hefty ginger if I want to because it tastes great and goes well with butter and everything else. So I'm going to put a bit of ginger in there as well. There we go. A little more pepper. I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to just see how this is going to turn out here. Yeah, I think that's enough butter. It's nice and gooey kind of thing. Oh, I almost forgot some of the most important ingredients. So here I'm going to drop a couple of the drops of oregano oil in there, and mostly for health, not much for flavor. That was 3 drops. And then, of course, I have to have some of my roasted sesame oil, so I'm going to use my finger just to put a few drops in there. I don't want it overpowering this particular dish. I got plenty in the salad. Just a few little drops of that. That'll be more than enough. And in here, I'm going to do the same here. Just put a few tiny drops of that stuff, the balsamic vinegar. Now, there we go. That stuff should taste absolutely amazing. So, there we have that. We also have 2 hard-boiled eggs. So, I'm going to plate all this, and I'll get right back to you. Ciao for now. Okay, here we go. We're going to plate this now. So, here we are. Take this out of the pan here. It's still really nice and hot there. Place that over the chopstick so it holds them down. There we go. There we go. A little bit of sauce. I'm just going to get rid of this for a second. Don't need to worry about it right away. This can go in there. We got that. We still have my leftover salad here. So this will be my second salad of the same size there. And then we've got a beautiful plate of veggies here. Actually, I guess I should try it for you first, just to let you know how good it is. That tastes as good as any gourmet salad, like this Japanese spinach salad. Tastes as good, even better. It's got more flavors in there, and a lot of it is wild flavor and kind of has a hint of weeds, but in a good way. It's hard to explain. You got to try it for yourself. That chickweed, that tastes exactly like a really, really good, high quality butter lettuce, and then some. So that stuff is delicious. This stuff tastes great. Like I said, as good or better, actually better than a gourmet salad. And then you got a couple of eggs here, right? Hard-boiled eggs. These are probably a little too warm still, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do. We'll make it happen, I think. Or not. Yeah. You got to make sure you get the right amount of air or liquid in between the membrane and the egg. So there we go. That's one. Some people roll it. I don't. I haven't sort of mastered that yet. So, oh, there we go. But I have a tendency to crush the egg, and sometimes I just want a whole egg for aesthetics. There we go. So, this one's coming in half, but it's all right. So here we go. I'm almost there. Might have to sacrifice a bit of egg here for a second, just for show. So there you go. That's that. Great, great meal here. Great, healthy, wonderful, filling meal. And here's another thing I'll do. Is usually what I do with my eggs like this. I cut them in half. I throw a pat of butter on there. Well, I guess I'll have to show you. Throw a pat of butter on top of each one of them. Slap some salt or pepper. Well, salt and pepper. Some pepper and some salt. And that's exactly how I like it, just like that. And each one is going to get more butter, obviously. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed another episode of Cooking with Kent. We'll talk to you soon. Ciao for now. All right, so here we go. Got a full course meal here. Absolutely full course. So I've showed you before, this stuff is delicious. This stuff here tastes a lot like butter lettuce. It's very good, but it's got extra flavors in there that you don't buy in a store, kind of thing. Mm. 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 So good, so good. Mm. Baby's having a snack too. Mm. One of the best salads I've ever had. And here's the greens here. Mm. Stinging nettle and dandelion leaf. Mm. 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 Oh, Chef Kent, you're amazing. Oh, and then the eggs with butter and salt and pepper. Butter melted on them. Oh. Mm. 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 And you know, the only thing I paid for is some eggs and some spices. Or 2 eggs and some spices. And the rest I just go and pick. It's a full course meal. And it's delicious. Absolutely freaking delicious. I would take this over a restaurant any day, especially if I'm going to pay $35 a plate. But this is great. This is fantastic. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this. So, I'm glad you could show up to another episode of Cooking with Kent. Ciao for now. Mm. 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 So that was kind of most of today. I got a lot more video that I filmed today that's not in this one today because it got too long. So I'm going to put that in probably tomorrow's video to show you the rest of what went on today, kind of thing. And yeah, just finish this one up because it's getting a bit long. So I hope you really enjoyed that. And I guess it's time for some puppies and that, but they're all asleep now, so they're really boring. So here, try this out. Ciao for now.